Hey, good morning everybody. I'm out for my morning ride and the sun's finally came back out again. This is nice. A little bit windy and cold, but not too bad. We're going to be covering up the windows today. I got my aluminum panels cut and I'm going to be sealing those down, putting on some foam adhesive to hook them to the plugs that I put, the insulation plugs I put in the where the windows were. And this should be an interesting day. I might even be able to get the fan in. Well, this is build part 17. I had said it was 16 earlier in the video. I'm sorry about that. I hate to make things more confusing than they already are. Okay, so I'll see you guys back at the shop. Hey guys, I thought you'd like to see this. This is the Crescent City Pier. It's pretty long, isn't it? I'm right out here in the middle of the water. Yep. Everybody's crabbing out here. See the crab pot going into the water there? I better hang on to my phone good. Yeah, they've been pulling crab pots here for so long they got notches all worn in the railing here. Yeah, there's one there, one right there. There's probably 20 of them. If you look this way, you'll see them all hanging off the side of the rails there. People love their crab. Okay, I'll see you guys back at the shop. There's a close-up of the sea lions for you. Pretty cool, huh? I see fools getting out there trying to pet them and everything else. Yeah, I don't have my back to them either. I'm watching them. They're closer than they look on my camera. That's something else. They're playing in the water too. Alright, heading back to the shop, I promise. Hey campers, we're finally going to get to put the aluminum on the side of the vehicle. I cut a panel that covers both of these windows and goes about an inch past or so, right about to here. And I'm going to first use some of this foam board. It's an adhesive for going around these edges right here. I'm going to go around all these edges and then I'm going to put a swirl of it in the middle of the, just to hold the foam board onto the aluminum. Then I'm going to go around the outside of the aluminum panel before I install it with Big Stretch. I had bought some Loctite, same brand as this, for it was a super construction adhesive. It was kind of expensive, and I went to open it up and it's hard as a rock. So I opened up the second one, same thing, just completely solid. And I'm not running back for it anymore. This will work. I mean, this will work. All right, let me get set up here and we'll get started, okay? Okay, I put the Big Stretch sealant around the very edge of the aluminum panel, only on the outside edge, where I'm going to put in a couple screws after I get this thing set up. I'm going to go ahead and seal all these windows in now. I've scribed a line along the bottom here, showing where to level it, and also one down the back side, and just for guide. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on here. This will seal the foam panel here in place, and it will also stick it to the aluminum panel on the outside. And hopefully that'll make it a airtight and watertight seal here. Not to mention that the Big Stretch going around the outside edge on it too. And I hope this will all glue on pretty good and I don't have to put too many screws in. I put a dozen screws in on the other panel, which I will show you in a little bit here. This is the second panel I'm doing. I just thought I'd bring you guys along on this one, because I promised you. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I know my back's to you. Last time I was using this stuff, I hit a little air pocket in it, and this darn trigger here jumped backwards and it pinched my finger. I was not very happy about that. Just make sure it sticks to the aluminum too. Okay. Whenever you do this, you have to use the proper type of sealant here. If you use the wrong kind, it'll just eat that foam board up. That won't make anybody happy if that happens. Well, I have just enough. A little extra right here. I had a little section of this cut off where I could run my cord in, and I had to piece it back in, so I might as well put a little bead right there too. And that's it. Man, that's perfect. You can't get any better than that. Okay, so I'm grabbing this aluminum panel, and we're going to get this set up into place. Give me a second here. I'm fumbling over here. So here's the panel. I've got the edges rounded to match the same radius as the windows, and now I'm just going to get this thing. Oh, it's tough doing this all by yourself sometimes. Okay, so then we're going to line the bottom up like that, and line this back corner up to the back right there like that, and like that, and this way a little bit. There we go, and up a little bit. There we go, we're up, corner. All right, I'm gonna throw a screw right in here. Double check this, yep, it's good. Okay, there's one. See how it's squishing out here? We can get that cleaned up with a wet paper towel. But I want it to squish out. I want it to set really nicely. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting these screws in. You don't have to do all that boring part with me. You already sat through all the putting on the foam adhesive, so I'll get this finished up and we'll back off and take a look at the whole thing. All right, I'll see you in a couple. Hi everybody, I'm back again here, and this is the bus. I hope that's showing up okay. Got the sun coming over the top of the bus. It's getting later in the day, but I haven't cleaned up the sealer yet, but I will. Now I was thinking about, you know, go ahead and blacking that all out like that's a big window. But, you know, I've even considered not doing that because, you know, I keep thinking that about the heat, you know, and the sun against that. And what would you think if I just left the two windows in and I painted these white to match the bus? That might look okay too, wouldn't you think? Yeah, not getting many comments from you guys, but I'd appreciate it if anybody had an opinion, because it all helps. Just me here doing this by myself. Okay, I don't know what else to say right at the moment. I'm just gonna turn this off, finish up, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. I've got it cleaned up. I need to sand it, prime it, and paint it, whatever color we're going to paint. And that's what it looks like from the side. I used one of the windows as a pattern for the curvature, so they're exactly the same curvature as the windows. Well, I hope this works out pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with this. This makes a pretty tough, solid wall now. And having the foam board glued to it, that makes me happy too. I know it's not going to be sliding around over time or whatever. And that was pretty painless actually. The welding shop, local welding shop had this. I had a hell of a time trying to find it around my area. And well, this guy used to build aluminum boats, so he had a whole bunch of sheets. And he had one 10-foot sheet in the size I needed, which was 16th inch. That's what I put on here. I think it's 0.063 or something like that. But it's 16th inch aluminum panel. And it was about 170 bucks altogether to get these two. And also I've got two other panels for over here. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I forgot about this side. These two windows here, I'm going to take these two windows out, and they're going to get aluminum panels put in here too, because I don't want anybody to be able to look in here and see all the hardware that I'm going to have in here, all the electronics. So I think it'd be more secure that way too. The doors do lock. They both have locks on them. So that'll make the storage area and the electronics areas all secured up. And that's where we're at right now. I'm still waiting for my my swivels to show up for these seats. And the table there is, I still got a little bit of work to do to it to get it back into place. But I sure like this thing. I sure like how it just maneuvers around. Turn it any way you want. You can turn it this way or this way. You can put it all the way over here under that window, or you can swing it all the way over here and put it under that window. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Well, I think this is going to end it for part 17. This is probably getting long. So I'll see you guys on part 18. Hopefully these seat swivels will show up and we'll have some fun. Hey, Rubes. How you doing, buddy boy? Hey, kitty.